Hey,
Hey, what's up?
welcome back, everybody. Um, yeah, it's nice seeing our ugly faces on here, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not dead.
Yeah, we're not dead. We just stopped.
Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah, we randomly decided we wanted to bring one back, and now we're back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Deep Drive. My name is Zach. This is my co-host Austin.
Hello.
Um, we're here to just talk about some of the stuff that interests us in our lives and give you info on stuff that you don't think you needed.
As with every podcast, you hear us for our bad opinions and make fun of us.
As you should. Um, yeah, we started this podcast a few years ago, and we kind of just derailed from it. But now we're back for at least one episode. We can't guarantee this is going to be a special, thing going forward. It's just kind of when we feel like we need or want to make one, we will.
The just of it.
Yeah, that's basically how it is. Life got in the way of this, and it's just how we are. Anyway, today we got some topics. Today is January 31st that we're recording this. The Royal Rumble for the WWE just happened. We just got done watching that about a few hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
Any initial reactions from the Royal Rumble, Austin?
I generally thought it was a solid show all the way around. Nothing really that would at least be noticeable of something that wasn't of value. I would say that everything else at least was at like a solid level, or if perhaps higher. Match of the night, in my opinion, was Gunther AJ. They tore the house down like they always did. It was nice seeing not only Gunther again do what he does best, but it was nice seeing AJ compete for the last time here in the WWE. Hinted towards potentially maybe something more down the line, so that'll be more exciting. But other than that, Women's Rumble was enjoyable, especially towards the latter half. Sammy and Drew was good, I would say, in the Men's Rumble. Interesting, but overall, I think it was still a good, solid Rumble. Overall, I wouldn't have any major nitpicks about it. Obviously, we can critique the minor stuff we don't like every time with everything, but as a whole, I think it was an all right, good showing for the era. Nothing too crazy, but definitely nothing of one of the worst ever.
He's just mad Finn Balor wasn't in it.
No, if I was letting my true colors show with that, I would say this is the worst Rumble ever. But I unfortunately have to cope with everything regarding him.
Yeah, I think I got the same thing with you. I think most of the matches cooked tonight. Or Gunther AJ was still pretty good. For those of you that didn't get to watch it, here's the recap of what happened. In the Women's Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan took the win. I think she deserved the win. I don't not happy about it. I think she deserved the win. That's about all I have to say about her winning.
It was the correct choice for everybody that was in the card. It was, I want to say, you can make a case obvious for others, but I think that was the correct choice overall of how they want to plan out everything. So I think that's the correct choice.
Regardless of if we both don't particularly like Liv Morgan. We don't hate her, but we don't particularly like her. So it's just kind of we're indifferent with it. We're hopeful with what the WWE can do. Before we move on from the Women's Rumble, let's just talk about some of the NXT talent that was there.
Absolutely.
But what was it? You had, I think, 5 NXT talents.
I want to say it was 4 because you had Lola Vice, technically Sol Ruka still because never had the official called up yet. You had JC Jane and then Kalani Jordan. I think were the big 4 from that made the appearance from NXT. Those are your big 4.
And Sol Ruka obviously lasting to the final 3. She got a little cocky at the end there and kind of cost herself it, but as a Sol Ruka enjoyer, that was a I liked seeing some of the women that I like to watch in the WWE continue, except for Alexa Bliss, who got eliminated early, and I wanted to throw my phone at the TV.
I was waiting until you brought that
If
up.
if I was in my own house, my phone would have been through the TV.
You're all good. No, but NXT actually had a really good showing. I'm really surprised they actually got more than like probably like one or two I thought to move over, but I think everybody did really well for the NXT side representing it. I was happy to see Kalani Jordan. That was a big of a surprise on her, so that was great
Yeah,
to see
that
her.
was.
Her
I expected Blake Monroe.
Yeah, her and Lolo Vice were more of the surprises that we thought that were going to be in it, but still very glad to see them showcase their talents and everything with that. Nothing but obviously good luck to everything that they do down the line, especially with everybody else, but a good showing from NXT as well. I also want to, this is kind of jumping a bit off from NXT right now, I want to give also a minor shout out to like people that are on the main roster that actually had a pretty good showing that we didn't expect. I think it was Kiana James had a really good performance for what we saw.
She came in at like 3 and
she made a 3
exited
and
at like
not even just the whole length thing. Like she actually was like putting up good spots and like good even like minor storytelling. It I really digged it. I wish they could have kept her maybe in for a bit to have a little stare down with her and Julia versus like all the other tag teams, because that's kind of what they're building towards. But other than that, great on her. Lash Legend looked great in this. I'm glad that they're letting Lash Legend look like a dominant force, which I'm all for. Wish a bit more for Jordynne Grace, but can't get everybody, unfortunately, that you like to thrive in it. But a lot of pretty good standout performance. I know there's probably some I'm missing a lot of off the top of my head, but pretty.
yeah.
I don't know if you had any that.
I'm not getting time frames here, but
They might not have updated them just yet.
yeah, the only one we have time for is Charlotte Flair, who entered at number 1, and she exited it with as the Iron Woman in the match at 59 minutes and 49 seconds. The entirety of the women's match ran 1 hour and 7 minutes. No, 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour and 7 minutes.
Fair. Standard time
Including NXT talent, we had Lola Vice, Sol Ruka, JC Jane, and Kalani Jordan. That was it.
Yep. So the big 4.
The person with the most eliminations in the Women's Rumble came from Lash Legend. Mm-hmm. She entered at number 15 and ended with 5 eliminations.
Lash Legend putting in the work, that's for sure. Now that I'm like processing a bit more, there was something in the moment that surprised me, but I'm assuming they're gonna tell the story of this hopefully a bit more on Monday. If not, then it was a bit of just a unique but strange thing was the elimination of Becky Lynch early on in the match. I was
Becky Lynch got eliminated like a jobber.
I wouldn't say what I wouldn't say like jobber. It was just a very like quick subtle with her character. I wouldn't think that's a jobber. That's just kind of how the character's working right now. It was just very subtle to have it quickly. She was only in the match for like barely 10 minutes. It felt like.
Yeah, she got eliminated very quickly, and okay, Natalya, Natty Neidhart, however you want to call her. I don't think she should have been the one to eliminate Becky Lynch, but yeah.
That's why I'm saying I'm curious to see what they do about it Monday, because it was a bit of a that's interesting kind of situation, because again they just started this new thing with Natalya, so I don't know what the ultimate end goal is, especially with her and Maxie still doing their little like beef thing right now, so I don't know how that all ties in. So interesting what happens. I just thought that was a bit interesting of how they did. I assume Becky release being there for a bit longer, but then again, I'm not like gonna be like writing like preaching out the top.
I'm guessing maybe they go for the triple threat between Lynch, Natty, and Dupree. Who the heck knows?
That could be
it's
good
not like
for
we're Triple H.
That could be a good chamber match.
We don't know what's going through the mind of Triple Baldy.
Triple Baldy.
Hey, I wanted to call him Triple Big Nose, so
you can. He ain't watching this probably. If he is, then why?
If Triple H watches this video, I have a lot of questions.
Well, What's the insiders stuff for sure.
Next match, we had Gunther defeating AJ Styles. AJ Styles is now retired, at least from the WWE.
He hinted toward there was more. Everybody that didn't get to watch it, he hinted towards potentially still doing something maybe with wrestling, as he hinted towards putting his ring attire, like some of like his gloves like in the middle of the ring, and instead he grabbed it and quickly put it back on before he left, kind of indicating that there might be some more fire in the tank, maybe just not here. So very excited and intrigued to see what happens next with AJ Styles. Knowing that whatever it is definitely probably either close to or in fact the last two Raw. So very intrigued to see what happens with AJ Styles. But for the match itself, it was great. Hard hitting. I love the spots and the little storytelling they did between everything. The fact that Styles got cut on his forearm pretty like deeply. I want to say it was through the announce table spot.
Yeah, I think it was through the announce table spot.
They kind of like kept zooming in. It was a big like Welch cut that was in there, but still nothing that would justify a stopping unless it was really insane. But overall, great match. Love the spots, love the hard hitting, and the selling from both superstars played their parts really well. But
yeah, and so we're past the 10-second march. AJ Styles tapped. Or he didn't tap out.
He did not tap out.
But he passed out like a little bitch.
words of a true Gunther fan right here.
Yeah. It's sad that AJ Styles is, technically retired, but I don't think this is the last we see from Mr. Styles.
No. 10 years debuted at the Rumble 10 years ago and ended his WWE career 10 years later at the Rumble. So kind of a little full circle moment at the end, but
yeah,
really good. Definitely probably my favorite match of the night, I would say.
Yeah. Our third match, we had Drew McIntyre defeating Sami Zayn in a singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. I don't think any of us expected Sami to win this. If you expected Sami to win this, I want to know what you were drinking.
Honestly, I wouldn't say it was far-fetched to assume he was winning, because some not the criteria, but the almost like the situational stuff that's going on, it's not insane to at least maybe assume that it's out of the picture, and especially when you take it fact to what is going on for Sami in this match. And if you look a bit at like the previous stuff that's happened to Drew in the past when certain stuff is like this. So I wouldn't throw it out of the picture completely, but it was more in favor for McIntyre to win this 100%.
Yeah, I think the direction that WWE wanted to go, and we'll talk about it when we get to the men's rumble, is, I think the direction they already played their cards of wanting to go into the, Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania, or even Elimination Chamber, who knows? But I think that's why it kind of like everyone was kind of like, oh, well, we know Drew's not losing this here because he's already in a ready-made storyline for the title.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but then again, crazier stuff has happened, so I never throw it completely out of the picture yet.
Yeah. I didn't watch the start of this match, but I do know Sami got thrown through a table, and took 2 claymores to end it.
Matt, like I said, nothing crazy happened, I would say, going on through the match. Like, it was a good, solid little match. Nothing to play. I like the little, like I said, the ending part with the announce table, then the ending before the table. Of course, you got to give a lot of your good false finishes, and it's good to do them for some matches, for sure. I think it played well with the Saudi crowd, the Saudi crowd in general was a lot better than it has been in previous times, so I'll give them credit for that. The crowd was actually very active today, and rightfully so at a big 4 pay-per-view like this, or PLE. It's great to have a crowd that is into it, or at least wild enough that you want to enjoy it. It's a shame they weren't as excited for the women's Royal Rumble match as the other matches, but then again, that's the whole
Yeah, it's
side of Saudi that we just gotta push away for now because that's not much that we could say other words beside that.
it's Saudi. We're just not going to be able to do much about it. Anyways, moving on to our final match of the night, we had the men's Royal Rumble, which was won by our tribal chief Roman Reigns. Go ahead, acknowledge your tribal chief, Austin.
Okay. Obafemi and Braun Breaker started off the match. Interesting stuff. Braun Breaker was actually ambushed before the match even started by a mysterious hooded figure. If you watch the WWE scene, you know that ain't anything new, unfortunately, causing Braun Breaker to get eliminated within 10 seconds of the match starting.
Yeah, that was not an expectation that I had. I mean, I personally had Braun Breaker going to the final four. And seeing him get eliminated that quickly was just kind of like he came out, basically got attacked before he entered the ring, and then entered the ring, and Oba like immediately threw him out.
Yeah.
So it was.
I'm very intrigued to see what's the come of this now with everything going on. I like it because it's something I didn't inspect in a good way that still has a lot of potential with the story, and I also liked it because throughout I would say the first third of the Rumble, they made Obafemi look like $1 million, and I'm all for it.
Yep. So Obafemi eliminated the first 5 people that came into the ring. He eliminated Braun Breaker. In this order, were 2 through 6 is who he eliminated. Obafemi finished with 5 eliminations. He eliminated Braun Breaker, Solo Sikoa, Rey Mysterio, Rusev, Matt Cardona, and and that's it.
No, not Damian Priest. Those are 5. So you got a couple big names in there. Like, or at least for like the big name factor with WWE right now. Rey Mysterio is always, of course, granted he's a bit older, but he still has the name factor to where if you say you eliminated him, that's at least get your eyes open a bit. And then Braun Breaker obviously is a big elimination spot. But
Obafemi tied with our winner Roman Reigns for the most eliminations.
5. Okay, so he tied with Roman again. Okay.
Yep, Roman eliminated the likes of The Miz, Jey Uso, Jacob Fatu, Gunther to win it,
and then Logan Paul.
Along with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
So, if we're talking about the star power of who eliminated who, obviously Roman gets the win. Yeah. But Oba looked like a beast the entire Rumble.
Sure.
And that's exactly what they needed him to do, was look just unstoppable.
For sure. And when you mentioned star power, I'm not gonna lie, they did hype it up that this thing had a lot of star power. I'll give them credit. They did pretty well with the star power there's in this match with like big names you all know to even, like I said, some people that are up in the calling up and people that are making their appearance for the first time in big stuff like this from people from different companies. Like you had
La Parka from AAA along with Mr.
Iguana. You have Powerhouse Hobbs. That it was first time in the WWE ring since his move from AEW. So killed it with the star power there. And of course, you have your big names like here in the WWE, like we said, Roman, Brock, Cody, Randy Orton. Like a lot of the big names here as well. So the star power, I'll give them credit. They knocked it out of the park with the star power for sure. This one had
talk about Javon Evans though. Too.
I was going to say I was getting my flowers to a lot of people in here right now. Javon was going to be onto them. I'm glad that they're trying to make Javon like this either just elevate him to like at least get known more. Whether they plan on using him in like the big scene later on, because he's got plenty of time. He's only 21 years old. This dude is insane. He can fly from ropes to rope. Like even the stuff he was doing in the Rumble, where high risk and high reward usually is the downfall in a match like this. Dude looked amazing in there, and we were like talking the fact that he entered in within the top 10 and lasted towards like the final like 9 or 8. That was amazing. Like
he was final 8 because he was number 22 eliminated.
Yeah, was he 10?
He was the 22nd.
Was he technically the Iron Man of the match? Did he last the longest time in the match?
I don't have stats for that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's coming out yet, but he might have been technically the Iron Man because he was still in there once Oba got out for a good bit. So I want to say it's either him or somebody. It's either him or Cody. I don't know how it might be him or Cody technically because I don't know. I don't know what the exact time. If you don't have the numbers, that's fine. I just didn't know if they had them like posted yet. But no, other than that, people. I would say there's a lot of people that we've kind of talked to that had a really good outing. I
Devon Evans was the Iron Man,
Was the
lasting
Iron Man.
just over 40 minutes.
just at the 40 minutes. Okay, yeah, that's fair. No, I liked a lot of the stuff they did in that match. A lot of stuff questioned a bit, but overall, I think they were more spot on than they were. I don't know about that for certain stuff.
Yeah.
I do wish that they didn't do the double Americano. Not because I don't like it. I wish they just had Chad Gable come out to confront El Grande Americano to show that he is not a Grande Americano, like he's been trying to warn everybody. I wish they did that, but other than that, it was all fine. I would say.
Yeah, obviously they went with the safe pick, which is Roman Reigns. I don't think in a million years picking Roman Reigns is not a safe pick for a Rumble win. He's probably,
Post
besides
2020.
Cody Rhodes,
Post 2020, we'll say.
yeah, post 2020. Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, I don't think is, even last year, I think people wouldn't have been mad if he won last year.
50-50.
And yeah, obviously there's people that are not happy that he won this year, but I think it's they went with the safe choice. Obviously they could have experimented and went with someone like LA Knight or someone that's never won a Royal Rumble. I would have loved to see Penta win a Rumble.
Yeah, Penta would have been cool to win the Rumble, but you just don't know what kind of story they would tell right now. And it's nothing to do with Penta's capability. It's just how they've presented him. Because at first, when they first presented him, like earlier last year, it was like, oh, this dude actually might be legit. Like this dude might be like that upper mid card, lower main event scene that they've been needing to have like some fresh faces. And for a while that was the case, and then he kind of just faded out because it's kind of like the same thing they had with LA Knight during his like peak. It was multiple it's like, oh yeah, here's your chance to capitalize it, and they kind of missed the ball. Here's another chance, they missed the ball. So I really don't know. I'm hoping that they do more with Penta. Like Penta still hasn't won any like gold, which is surprising based off how like insanely popular he still is with everybody. Flashbang.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm
No, you're
pulling
good.
up some
No,
stuff for
you're
later.
good. You're good. So it's really crazy to think kind of like where it all went. And again, this is nothing on Penta. Penta is phenomenal at what he does. He knows how to work the crowd. He's great in the ring. He's such a good entertainer. I just don't know what now his ceiling is with how he's been presented now. Hoping for more stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully and wishing the best for Penta and all that stuff. Penta
Yeah.
would have been cool to win. I would have been fine if they were to pull the trigger and have like somebody like Oba win. If they would have had, I would have been fine if they had Breaker win. But again, they're going to do that story thing. That would be interesting. I personally was intrigued with Gunther in the Rumble. I had a feeling he wasn't going to win, but I was intrigued that he was in it again. So I would not have been upset if Gunther were to win, because I think there's still a good thing you could tell with Gunther based off his whole dominance that he's been on the past lately. I don't know what you do with him now heading into it. I don't know if you have him like clash with somebody else, or what's the exact plan for him. So it's interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah, now that we're on the road to WrestleMania, things are going to get very unpredictable. It's only a few hours since the Rumbles ended, so who knows where we're going.
Yeah, it's always interesting and a bit on the curiosity side what happens immediately post Rumble, because that's when things start connecting. Because we always at least have ideas for like after Survivor Series. I think is an idea to at least get a general concept of where things might go. But again, everything could just take a complete U-turn, and we get something completely different. So I'm excited to see what happens with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I'm more intrigued to see what kind of pathway they go. Because I think the stuff they have for the Rumble winners, I think they can do good stuff with that. It's the other sides, including also like the other mid cards and the tag teams, the women's mid card, the women's main event stuff, like all that stuff. It's gonna be really exciting and intriguing to see what path they end up taking with that, and hopefully they just Not so much as picking the right ones that we like, just pick the right one that's going to tell the best story and make everything more investing at the end.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our talk about wrestling for this episode. We're gonna quick speed run through baseball season because we missed a whole baseball season.
Nothing important.
Real quickly, the this year in baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers were your World Series champions. They beat the Toronto Blue Jays in the World Series in 7 games to win the World Series. Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge once again won MVPs. And Paul Skeens and Tariq Skubal won your Cy Youngs. Austin's very happy because he's a Dodgers fan, sadly.
I'm not even sadly. Hold up. I'm proud to be a Dodgers fan. I ain't no bandwagon. I suffered through the early 2000s, everything like that. We had nobody. We had a young Kershaw. We had like Martin, Scott Van Vliet. We had remember those guys? Yeah. That's what I thought. No. It was a good year. I will give the okay, brother, calm down.
I'm just going like the
okay. No, I give the Blue Jays a lot of respect and credit because they showed up for this World Series. This was probably one of the more entertaining World Series I've seen in a while. Like they absolutely killed it this series. Both sides had such iconic moments, iconic plays, iconic like finishes and everything. It was such a good series at the end to where I would have been disappointed. Obviously, my team won, but I would have gave credit to the Blue Jays. They played their hearts out. Both teams played their hearts out. So it was a fun, entertaining series to watch. I'm glad I was able to watch the final bits of Game 7 when I got off work. But yeah, other than that, season was good.
Yeah.
I can't wait for everybody to go into lockout after next season. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. On the horizon for baseball, starting, today's the 31st, so we'll say next month, technically in March. We got the World Baseball Classic. Go Team USA.
USA, baby, let's go. Bro, the team's looking stacked this year. Have you seen, like, people have already done, like, projected, like, lineups for both, like, us, Team Japan, like, Team, like, Dominican Republic, and everything like that. Teams are stacked this year. I thought 2023, I think, was it? Team USA was a pretty good season. No, this year Team USA is stacked. We got a pretty good...
Yeah, this year we have, in terms of pitchers, I'm just going to run through some the ones that people would know. Clayton Kershaw, who has retired, will be coming back to pitch for Team USA. We have Mason Miller as a closer. Joe Ryan. Both Cy Young Award winners will be on Team USA. Paul Skeens and Tariq Skubal. For catchers, Cal Raleigh, Big Dumper, 60 home runs in this season. Will Smith, Alex Bregman, Gunnar Henderson, Bobby Witt Jr., Bryce Terang, Brewers plug. And obviously in the outfield, Byron Buxton, Corbin Carroll, Aaron Judge. I'm gonna skip over that name. Pete Crow Armstrong.
He loves Pete Crow Armstrong, guys. He loves him. As you can see, he loves him.
Kyle Schwarber at DH. I think we got a great team. We're not gonna talk about Japan's roster. But yeah, the WBC will be coming up.
It did get announced Shohei is not pitching, though. He's just going to be a hitter for the World Baseball Classic, though. So I guess that benefits USA in a bit. You just have to worry about his bat, but I wish I could say that's a good thing.
We have our first technical game is Wednesday, March 4th, with the Australia playing PPE in the Tokyo Dome.
Nice.
The USA will have its first game against the Colorado Rockies.
Thank you, Rockies. You're doing us a service.
In spring training on March 4th, the Rays will be playing the Netherlands.
Hey, let's go Tampa.
Yeah. The first official games will be starting on March 6th with the USA taking on Brazil.
Ooh, go to Brazil. By Jazz Chisholm Jr.
So that's should be very fun. There's a game going on at March 6th at 5 in the morning for us. So depending on what I work that day, I'll be watching baseball at work.
I'll be trying to watch as many World Baseball Classic games as I can, even non Team USA ones, because it something just feels different about World Baseball, like the classic of like baseball. Like I don't know why it feels different. Like it feels like it's more just like electric. Like I think it just has to
Yeah.
do with the circumstances of you're playing for your country or your homeland or
Yep.
wherever you want to represent. And I think that's just that just drives a different kind of spark and kind of like flame inside like a team or somebody to want to like do more. I mean, like I said, for some players, whether it's some kind of like unfortunate stuff, this is sometimes the most electric time to play baseball. Granted, based off their own team success or stuff they do outside of the game, this is their time to like show their hearts out, like compete in front of the bright lights, like you would for like a playoff game or any other kind of big like matchup.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, we have games starting at 5 a.m., 11 a.m. We're gonna have games all day. So for if you really love you know baseball like this, it's gonna be great.
100%.
Um. Yeah. Okay. That's us going through baseball. It's just kind of some quick stuff that we went through. All right. Well, now let's move on. Well, no, let's take a quick dive through college this year.
Okay.
Quickly, college this year was a little bit different. We had a first-time national champion in the Indiana Hoosiers. Kurt Signetti takes his team, the most losingest team in college football history, and takes them on the first ever in the new college football format, the first ever 16-0 regular or 16-0 season.
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza wins your Heisman Award winner, and he will probably go on to be drafted number 1 overall.
Have fun on the Raiders.
Yep. Both of our teams did not make the college football playoff.
Mine, we're definitely not gonna make it. Yours, at least, is a bit more well known, so they have a better chance of getting into it. But yeah, definitely, my Knights are nowhere near close to that that anytime soon.
Yeah, my Vols didn't do that great either. But okay, let's talk about the NFL season.
What a season!
This
What
year,
a season.
this year was a season. We started off the season with the Eagles versus somebody. Oh, the Cowboys.
No, it was the
And-
Cowboys. It's Cowboys, yeah.
And it was a ride from there. Let's put it this way: the Kansas City Chiefs did not make the playoffs.
First time in
The
the
Kansas City
Patrick Mahomes era.
Chiefs
I want-
finished second to last in their division behind the Raiders, who finished the worst at 6-11. The Kansas City Chiefs went 6-11. Now, granted, Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL at some point in the season, but the Chiefs were already out of playoff contention.
I think it was the third
At that time.
the third to final week he tore it. I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And this year, the Raiders finished the worst in the NFL, earning themselves the number 1 overall draft pick.
We have to
And
talk
at the
about,
start of the season, what?
we get to talk about something that you and I didn't think we'd get to talk about in a long time, but it happened this year.
Both of our teams made the playoffs. The Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. I just happened to be wearing this shirt today. I literally
Fitting.
did not choose this. Yeah, so the Chicago Bears won the NFC North, beating out the Packers, the Lions, and the Vikings to finish 11-6 after last year finishing.
I think it was 5-12.
After last year finishing 5-12, so the Bears got a new coach in Ben Johnson. They finished 11-6 this year. Thoughts on the season, Austin, from the Chicago Bears?
I love
Caleb Williams, second
enjoyed
year.
it. I enjoyed it. It was a scare at first with a lot of things happening, and then it felt nice to be on the receiving end of not getting not blowing a game last second here and there. We actually kind of did the opposite this year, where we just started winning games in the fourth every time, which is very nice to see. I think the change of coaching and just the change of just everybody around in general for this organization has affected and improved significantly the past few years. Granted, I'm hoping for success like this later on. I don't want this just to be a one-season thing like it was with Nagy and Trubisky. I want this to be a reoccurring situation because I think this team actually has a lot of good capability and talent to do it. Caleb Williams looked really good this year. Granted, of course, the playoffs got a bit too much of the sketchy side with the picks and all that stuff, a little bad choices here and there. But as an overall, if you're going into the season to do better what you have done previous years, you were expected to maybe get a winning record or maybe get close to a wild card. No, you win your division first year with a second-year QB, first-year coach with a new coaching system, new everywhere around. That does something, and I think it's helped not only the team but the city of Chicago as well to embrace and finally get back into the embrace the passion of the big sports city again, because the fans have always loved their football. They know it was a drag and pain because of the years of agony and torture, but I'm hoping for a lot of success like this. It was such a fun ride. It was a scary ride towards the end, with especially in like the playoff game against the Packers. I was getting close to crashing out after halftime. I was losing it. I was losing it, but by some miracle, Iceman had us all covered. I love our tight ends. I love them so much. Exactly. I'm happy for the season is. I'm disappointed of how it finished, obviously, but that makes me more excited to see how the offseason and the coming up to the new season begins, because I'm looking to see what drives this team to now be in that situation where we're here to compete for legit now.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think the Bears obviously are on the upcoming. They're one of the teams that I'm going to be rooting for years to come. Caleb Williams is a dog. And now I get to talk about my Carolina Panthers. So the Carolina Panthers finish 8-9 in a three-way tie for the division in the NFC South. The only division to make the playoffs with a losing record. I don't care. At the end of the day, Carolina makes. At the end of the day, Carolina, we expected to be one of the worst teams in the NFL this year, and finishing 8-9, winning our division. Bryce Young started out playing horribly, but on the back half of the season, he was playing incredible, beating teams that almost made it to the Super Bowl, including the Rams and the Packers. I think at the start of the season, I was kind of skeptical. I kind of said, if Bryce Young doesn't play this well, I think we're going to have to, give up on him, go somewhere else. And he obviously proved me wrong. Carolina Reaper strikes again. Yeah, he played great. I have so much optimism for this team going into next year. If we can just get better on certain parts of the ball, we'll be great. And I think, if we can really keep up the same momentum we had this year, will be great for next year. And I don't think, a young wide receiver core, if we just get rid of Xavier Legette,
country boy.
And I think I'm more optimistic this year for going into year 4 of Bryce Young.
You guys got a stud in Terry McMillan though, or Tyrone McMillan.
He's on the back of the shirt.
He's a dog. I was very obviously great pick now after the season had. I was intrigued by the pick because I think I remember telling this. I didn't think you guys would address like a weapon first, but boy, that guy is special. It's going to be really exciting. I'll even say, I know when it comes to like the playoffs, how you guys unfortunately lost in the wild card. You guys put the Rams up to a fight. Like I think that surprised a lot of teams and a lot of fans that the Panthers were at the time, obviously projection and speculation, expecting to get destroyed or whooped. No, they fought. Bryce Young put beside getting rid of the early pick, he locked it in, and
After his government mandated interception, he played incredible.
he killed it.
Yeah, so the Carolina Panthers obviously lost in the first round of the playoffs. It's sad. I'm a sad little puppy about it, but oh, I'm sorry, I got a string on my.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah, strap that string.
Um,
You good?
Thank you. Obviously losing, but we took the Rams 34-31, and it was a great game. If our defense just didn't let everybody through, I think we would have been fine.
Yeah.
Packers beat the Bears in the first round of the NFL playoffs at home for the first time since a long time ago.
The Packers did not beat the Bears. You got to switch that around, buddy. Switch that
The
around.
Bears beat the Packers
There you go, baby.
at home
There you go.
for the first time in a long time.
Since the week after Pearl Harbor. In the playoffs.
Bills beat the Jags in a thriller game, and the 49ers beat the Eagles. The Chargers beat the Patriots, and the Texans beat the Steelers.
Patriots beat the Chargers.
My bad.
You're good.
In the NFL divisional round, we had the Seahawks put belt to
So you can say belt to ass to the 49ers.
belt to ass to the 49ers, 41-6. The Patriots played the Turnover Bowl against the Texans,
And
where
still
in this
almost
game,
choked it.
there was a total of
It was 5 or 6.
five.
It was 5.
Six,
It was 5 or
7,
6.
8. There was 8 total
It was 8 total.
turnovers in this game. CJ Stroud throws 4 interceptions
All in the first half.
one half.
Yeah,
of
all in the
football.
first half.
And Drake May also throws 1 interception, but also fumbled twice. So somehow the Patriots won 28-16.
For the longest time,
Yeah.
that game was still a one-score game, and I was questioning if the Patriots offense is just going to allow CJ Stroud to still win this somehow. It should have been
they
like
still won that
28-3. It should have been 28-3 with the amount of free possessions the Patriots got.
Before we talk about the Bears game, the Broncos beat the Bills in a questionable ending of the game, 33-30. It was a catch.
It was a catch. It was the stuff
But-
after it that's a bit intriguing, but at the same time, you can't defend the Bills players for doing the same thing 3 times in a row. Because they're going to get called all 3 times in a row if you keep doing the same stuff, unfortunately. Again, I'm not defending the call at the time. If you're doing it 3 times and they catch it the first time during the big last play of the drive, they're going to call it every single time.
Yep.
Unfortunately. Plus, you have nobody to blame but Josh Allen. I love Josh Allen. He did not step up when the time was right. He made a lot of crucial mistakes that game.
And in this game, after the game, we learned that Bo Nix, the starting quarterback for the Broncos, broke his foot, so he would have been out for the
remainder of the
AFC
playoffs.
Championship.
The remainder of the playoffs, even if they got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So now we go. The Rams beat the Bears in a 20-17 final in overtime. Crazy thriller of a game.
Good game. A lot of teams gave the other team a good chance to overtake and opportunity to score, and both teams just kind of struggled a bit. In the end, the Bears just let off, or not let off. They just ran out of gas. They got an early stop in overtime to give them the ball a chance to score and win the game. A bad pick. I don't know. It was a misread for both QB and wide receiver, and the Rams never looked back, and they seal the winning kick, and they win it, and they advance. Again, heartbreaker. Like I said, both teams had multiple chances of scoring and doing something. I will say, in the fourth quarter, though, that play from Caleb Williams to Cole Kmet. Ooh, boy, that is going to be a play that everybody's
It's just
gonna remember.
crazy.
That is crazy. That is a crazy play. But besides that, like I've already said what I said about the Bears. It sucked. It sucked because that game was definitely winnable for both sides early on, and both teams struggled, and the Rams just capitalized at the end.
Yeah.
You're good, brother.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, you got it. Deep breath. Deep
All right.
breath.
Caleb Williams throwing 3 interceptions obviously doesn't count. Matthew Stafford. Technically, he did outduel Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford only threw for 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a 67.4 rating, while Caleb Williams had a 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a 59.3 rating.
Yeah,
So,
like I said, both teams just kind of struggled a bit with certain stuff. Stafford just had a hard time getting consistent drives out. Caleb was just taking a lot more bigger risk, and it just bit them a lot more because the Rams defense weren't able to capitalize on a lot of Caleb's mistakes. Stafford was just playing a bit of a safe game. In the end, it ended up working, but yeah.
and that would set us up for the conference championships last weekend between the New England Patriots. Yes, the New England Patriots
Why?
and the Denver Broncos facing the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The New England Patriots with their second-year quarterback Drake May
Yeah, he said
would
that right.
go on. Yes, I did say that right. That is his nickname, Drake May. Don't ask me. Don't ask why it is that way. It's just that way, and I love it.
Drake May.
As the Patriots would win in a game of all time, in a 10-7 win against the Denver Broncos. This was a game of all time. That is for sure. This was one of the games of all time.
If we had
It
the power,
was-
yeah, go. Sorry.
Probably one of the worst games I've ever watched.
If we had the power to let none of these teams in, I think that would have been the answer, and we would have just gotten the fourth trilogy or the fourth matchup of Seahawks Rams for the Super Bowl. That probably would have been a way more entertaining Super Bowl for sure. Granted, the Super Bowl is going to happen, so we don't know yet. But Patriots end up winning and return back to the Super Bowl after a 6-year drought. It's a 6-year drought, right? A 6-year drought. I don't know. I'm too lazy to check.
Patriots went in 2019, so it's 2026. So it's about a 6 or 7 year drought, something like that.
Yeah, around that time.
Anyway, so Drake May throws for 86 yards in the entire game. In the entire game, not in, a quarter or a half. No, the entire game. He went 10 for 21 with 86 yards. 31 of those came on one play. He threw for 51 yards, 17 yards, 12 yards, 6 yards to 4 different wide receivers. Huh?
The Patriots' offense, the playoffs, has been sketchy. I'm not doubting the talent there. They've just been sketchy this playoffs. Granted, like I said, they've gone up against some good defensive teams. It's not going to get any easier. The Super Bowl, though, like a little spoiler up ahead, it's not any easier going against arguably still a top 5 defense in the league. Like, it's not getting easier. It's a bit sketchy. And granted, I know a lot of people will talk about how they had like the easiest path. I'm not here debating that. If I'm a Patriot fan, I'm going to take it and run. I'm not going to say and defend, oh, guys, no, we still play our hard. I don't care. We're in the Super Bowl. I don't care if we had the easiest or the hardest path. You're in the Super Bowl and other teams aren't. Address the problem when you get there. Who cares if you look back? People can make fun of you and say, it's an easy ring. A ring's a ring at the end of the day. So if it's an easy path, you take advantage of that. You capitalize it. Granted, I'm not going to lie that a lot of the games have been sketchy, not because of their ability. It's just a lot of interesting circumstances between beating the Chargers because there is no O-line to protect their quarterback. So that's just easy defensive rushes every time. Go up against the Texans, who want to turn the ball over more than you want to score touchdowns. And then the
Yeah,
Broncos.
C.J. Stroud just left his brain at home,
And the Broncos
or
game.
put it in a microwave, something.
Exactly. In Broncos game, you're going up against backup QB in the blizzering snow. And the fact that, granted, you still get 10 points on them, a QB that's playing this actual system consecutively now for a week, it on paper is an easy pickup win for them. So obviously you take advantage and you go and capitalize on that run. But the criticism is still there. So you can accept it and just say, don't care, or accept it and say, so what? That's what you got to do. They're in the Super Bowl, no doubt. They took advantage of it. Good on them. Do we have the right to be concerned with everything? I believe so, yes.
Very much. Very much, yes. I think so if we're looking at the Broncos, Jared Stidham, who was the backup quarterback, throws for 133 yards, one touchdown, and a very crucial interception to end the game. The leading rusher for the Broncos that day was R.J. Harvey, rushing for 37 yards on 13 carries.
UCF legend.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this was a game. Then we get to an arguably better game in the conference championship.
It's not
between
arguably,
the Los
it just
Angeles
is. It just is a better game. Even if you say, I
between
love
the
these
Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks ended up taking this win 31-27.
I don't think I can say this year that these teams have had a bad matchup. All three of these games have been highly entertaining and highly fun to watch, which makes it fun, especially because I think the Rams took. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Rams took the first game, Seattle took the second game, and then Seattle took this one. So I don't remember, I don't believe Seattle swept because I know they took the last two, but so I believe the Rams took the first game.
I can check.
As he's looking.
This year, the Rams took one.
Yep.
And the Seahawks took one.
Yes, and then they took this game, which is like the deciding factor, then when you think about it, because they met in the playoffs.
Yep. What a game! I mean, Matthew Stafford throws for 374 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and Sam Darnold. Yes, Sam Darnold. The quarterback of the Seahawks, throws for 346 yards and 3 touchdowns. A duel between Jackson Smith-Njigba and Puka Nacua, because that's basically all it was.
Yeah, and if you have weapons like that, I don't blame you for not utilizing them. And the Seahawks, honestly, having a great year. They're playing everything right, especially with with Sam Darnold this year, especially after the good start last year and the fall off. The fact that you're seeing him succeed now up until now is incredible. He has such a good team around him. I think the coaching around him is amazing too. And that brings us to the Super Bowl matchup coming as of today. We're recording it, happening next week on the 8th between your New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks.
Early predictions for the game, Austin. Who do you got?
I got Seattle winning by probably a 2-score lead, personally. I trust Seattle's defense and offense a lot more than I trust New England's, because Seattle has faced as tough as opponents as the Patriots for sure, and they've been able to keep up on both sides, where New England hasn't been able to show that, at least consistently in the playoffs and a bit through the regular season as well. So I favor more of what a team has been able to do against previous teams as well. I don't see it being a complete blowout, but I do see them winning by 2 scores, so anywhere between like 9 to 14 points of a lead, I think. I just think Seattle is the overall well-rounded team, and the only way I can see this team losing is if Sam Darnold implodes like he did last year on the Vikings. Granted, with the team he has right now, I don't think it'll be so much of an implosion. So I have Seattle taking this one.
I do as well. I think the Patriots would be a cool feel-good story if they did, but I just don't think it's going to be don't think it's going to be easy for the Seahawks. Is probably just going to take this one.
I think Seattle's is a bit more of a better feel good story because this is the feel good pretty much takes place right after they traded Russell Wilson. Like Russell Wilson wasn't on like the insane decline that he was as soon as he got to the Broncos, so he was still like a well respected and well talented QB at the time. To trade him away, granted you got a good haul, you're basically starting from fresh. So they were on a downward. At least with the Patriots, they at least made it back to the playoffs their first year with Mac Jones. Granted, after that is what it is. So you have, like I said, the 5 years of struggle after that. Seahawks, because they beat the Broncos first and then they lost to the Patriots. That was their decline, is after they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, I think. So I think their story is a tad bit more of a better. Plus, this is more of a revenge game for them based off their last matchup. So I think that's going to be a bit interesting. I'm excited for this Super Bowl matchup. I think it's going to be really exciting to see how it all ends and takes place. But I do have the Seahawks winning this one.
Same here. We're going to do something a little different before we close this out. We're going to play this. It's basically, if you ever heard of Wavelength, basically, we're not going to worry about these right here. I'm going to say, a overrated to underrated quarterback. And I will look and see, okay, this says... Well, we're not playing it, but Austin or myself will close our eyes or turn our thing, and we'll peek. Our goal is to get it right here. The wavelength is this side would be overrated, this side would be underrated. I would say probably Josh Allen.
I'd put him at properly rated.
So,
like right in the middle.
Yeah. We'll say Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he's
So Austin will tell me either if I'm up, if Austin's up, he'll tell me to keep going or not. And if Austin says, no, Baker Mayfield is a little underrated, then I go reveal. Austin would get no points.
Our goal is to try to get, because it's like a team thing. We want to try to get the best points as possible as a team.
So, all right.
Do you want to?
I'm going to be the A team. Austin's going to be the B team.
Okay, perfect.
Let's start this here.
Are we just doing NFL
Let's go
players?
with. We're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is.
Okay, perfect.
This one's gonna start with. This is gonna be overrated. Underrated.
Okay, over on the right, under on the left. Got it.
NFL uniforms.
NFL uniforms. Okay. Am I covering my eyes?
I'm gonna go. Yes.
Okay, cool.
So cover your eyes. So over on Team B is going to be overrated, underrated.
Am I good?
Okay. I think I got it.
Am I good?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
The Seattle Seahawks.
Is it just all their uniforms, or which uniform are we talking?
All of their uniforms. Their entire uniform.
I love their color selection. It's under, so right is under, left is overrated.
Team B is over towards Team B. This side overrated. Mm-hmm. This side underrated. The middle would be properly rated.
I love them. I don't know how they rank Seattle's uniforms personally, so I'd put them probably.
Tell me what if you want minus.
I would say around there is. I maybe do a bit more to the right, so over towards B. I would put it right around to where the tick is on the right of where you're at right now. Right.
You want more here?
Right there, I think is fair because I think their uniforms are well respected. I would put them on slightly underrated because I think they're still probably one of the better ones in the league. Personally, I think even their city, I forgot what NFL calls them, but they're like their new rivals unis, the rival unis. I enjoyed their rival unis a lot. Well, I thought they looked really good, so I put them about there. I really enjoy it, and I think everybody else does. Yeah. Ooh, you're not a fan.
I personally have them just a little overrated.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm
That's
gonna
fair.
spin the wheel.
Okay.
I'm gonna spin it a few times. Okay. You can choose to do something different, or you can choose to do the same thing. I'm on peak. You can see it.
Yeah. You're good. You can close it. Cool. We're gonna do Team A. So that side is gonna be
This would be underrated or overrated.
Are we doing the underrated, or can I pick my own? Do we have to do underrated?
You can pick your own.
I was gonna put
No.
good. I was gonna put we can do under. We'll do the same thing. So left is underrated, right is more overrated.
Okay, so B is overrated, A is underrated. Okay.
Yes. We're gonna go wide receivers here.
Okay.
We are gonna go with Chris Godwin.
I personally think Chris Godwin's just a bit overrated. I don't think he's what he used to be. I think I'm gonna go about right here. I think I'm gonna say he's just a bit overrated. He's not what he used to be. The injuries kind of have derailed him. This is where I'm going with.
Okay, I should
Son
have
of a
I should have clarified a healthy Chris Godwin then, because when he's healthy, I think he's still slept on in the league when he's healthy.
Okay,
I
we're
should
gonna spin the wheel, spin the wheel,
have
spin the wheel,
clarified
spin
said a
the wheel.
healthy Chris Godwin. That's fair. That's on me.
Okay. This one, we're gonna do WWE superstars.
Oh, great, great. What?
I don't know if I'm gonna do underrated or overrated.
Well, we could do that. That just gets into more of a debate, which can be entertaining. I'll say look at your thing first, because you might get an easy one rather than having to look up superstar.
Give me 1 second. Okay, okay, you're good? Now close your eyes. Okay, remember, underrated, overrated.
Am I good?
Yeah, okay, you're good.
Same.
This
same
is
thing,
current day.
Same thing as before. A under, B over.
Yep, underrated. Yep. Drew McIntyre.
I love Drew McIntyre. I'd show that shit all the way to the left. That's just me personally, though. I'm gonna say stop real quick. Go 2 ticks to the left.
Oh, you want this way?
Yeah. Of the marker.
Good right there?
The marker ticks. The marker ticks. Yeah, but on the left. So go left.
You think right here?
Right there. I love Drew McIntyre's work personally, both mainly as a heel right now, though, but both as a face work. I think he's done a remarkable job, and I'm glad he's getting recognition now. But early in the past, he has always been kind of like the guy that we can rely on to help with the situation where he could be the big guy, and I'm glad he's getting the opportunity. So I think Drew McIntyre is underrated, personally. Damn.
I think he's just properly rated, but just underrated enough.
Nah, bro severely doesn't get enough credit for what he does. That's just me, though.
Second.
You're good. You're good.
Just
Man, we suck at this.
we do.
See, this works better for like on a team rather than having to compete with each other, because we can do it based off what each other thinks. Maybe that's just what we have to do. Anyway.
Okay, here we go. I got one.
Okay.
Okay. A, good quarterback, bad quarterback.
Okay. Am I going or are you going again?
Nope, this is me.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I'm going to go with current day Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers right now is that bad. I don't think he's that good. I'm gonna say right about here. Woo! I got
There you
3
go.
points.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. That I figured that would be a good one because he's definitely not bad, but he's definitely not who he used to be.
Okay. We're gonna do same thing. Good quarterback. No. Yeah. Good quarterback. Bad quarterback.
A is good. B is bad. B for bad. Okay.
Spin the wheel. Okay.
Good.
Good.
Cool.
Yep. Josh Allen.
He pretty damn close to all the way to the left, I would say. I'll put him on the when you're on the left, the second one from the bottom on the left. I'd put him there. I still think
Right here?
I still think Josh Allen is a top 3 quarterback in the league right now. Especially what he's able to do on a team that is struggling with offensive help, and that kind of shows this year. I think he is a great quarterback. Cool.
3 for
Okay.
you.
Cool.
Okay. This one we're gonna do.
Excuse me.
Let's go with let's just go with one of the random ones that they got.
Oh boy. Yeah, you'll find a good one. You'll find a good one.
I saw one that was really weird.
It might just be better to do another custom
Green.
one. Yeah, just do another custom one. A sandwich? What?
Let's do underrated movie.
Overrated movie?
No.
Okay. We could. That's probably one of the easier ones we might be able to do. We're done. We're done. Cut it. Cut it. We're done. Bro, let's at this point, just do another sports one. That's crazy. That's on there. Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
Yeah, at this point, let's just do another custom one. We could do the same thing, but we can do some baseball ones. We haven't done baseball yet.
Okay.
We'll do.
Let's do.
We could do A. We'll do starting pitchers. A. Ace. B. We'll do either like fifth in the rotation or worse.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay,
so
spinning
yeah.
wheel.
This will be mine. So,
This is me.
yeah. Or yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Alrighty, that was easy. All right, this should be very easy. Paul Skeens.
I'm gonna go right here.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah, I was gonna say that should be easy. That should be
Wait, no,
easy
that's
for
not-
you. Yeah, ace and then like rotation depth.
Okay. So we got ace, rotation depth, and cover your eyes.
You got it? Am I good?
Uh, yeah.
Cool.
You're gonna have to give me a second.
Very good.
This is gonna be difficult. Um, Jesus. Jesus Christ. This one's a little. Alec Manoa.
Yeah, he's going. He's going a bit in the rotation depth. If we're doing this is current day, right? As of now, like
Yes.
yeah, more on the right. Bit more to the right, I would say. I think there's fine. Because simply you could do worse than Manoa, but you could do still significantly better, I would say. So I'll say right there is fine. Damn, you think he's that bad?
I was trying to think of who's just bad.
He's not great, but there's like a lot of worse people I think you could get for rotation depth. Like, it's kind of hard when he didn't really get a lot of help, or he didn't really do a lot this year. So it's kind of hard to say he's rotation depth. But yeah, he wasn't great, that's for sure. You want to do great fielding, bad fielding?
Yeah.
And then if you want, we can do that.
I'm trying to think if we could just do like one of the goofy ones they got on here. Oh no.
Bad person, good person. Oh, that could get really
Let's
long.
do this one. Let's do this one.
Oh no. Okay. Oh boy, this is get weird.
Just looking at some of these online.
Oh, that's not
Yeet
good.
versus no yeet. Yeah, let's play yeet versus no yeet.
Yeet versus no yeet. What is that? Just this, but we just.
Yeah, this is what it is. So yeet versus no yeet. So we can say anything. It's whether we like it or we don't like it.
Oh, okay. So it's okay. So it's just that in general. Okay. Got it.
Okay, ready? Close your eyes. Oh no, wait! I just went. Hold on. Never mind. Open your eyes. It's your turn.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Okay. So I say something and you're just gonna move it based off if it's yeet or no yeet.
Yeah, whether I like it versus I don't like it.
Okay.
Don't worry, take your time.
We'll say no. We're good. You're good. Okay, I'm gonna be a bit descriptive with this, but I think it's gonna help you. Going to a Rays game, but they get blown out.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still going to a Rays game, but they get blown out. I'm gonna say right here.
Okay. I know you don't care for the Rays anymore, so that's why I said that. Because you still go to a game and you're watching them go blown and you don't care. That's how I viewed it, because you're still at a game.
Yeah. All right. Let's do one more,
All
and then we'll end this here.
We got to at least hang with us, like not being so bad at this. We suck. We also got to do this for together. We got to do this on a team. So we have to think what others, what each other would say in this situation, because it's hard to do it based off of. All right. Well, him and I just be very different about how we view this. All right. Can I get block? Okay.
Yep. Block. Okay. I got it.
Good, cool.
Yep. We play MLB The Show co-op, but we get blown out every single game.
How many games we played?
Let's go 3 games, and we get blown out every single one of them. Basically, almost mercy rolled every single one.
I'm gonna put
But
it.
we're still playing MLB The Show.
I'm playing it right in the middle, right in the middle, because it sucks and it gets annoying. But at least I'm playing with you. I'll take it. 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 I'll take it.
Ugh.
I will gladly take
Anyway. Well, that was our poor attempt at playing Wavelength.
that. We gotta get better.
We're gonna get better.
We're gonna get better at this. We'll get better at this. We gotta hit the lab.
Yeah. Thank you guys for if you've stayed this long during the watch. I know a few of you will. Thank you all for watching this. This has been great. We don't think this is going to be a normal occurrence. This might just be when we feel like it, when we're available, kind of thing.
A heat of the moment situation.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for joining us on the deep drive. Once again, my name's Zach. This is Austin.
Ayo.
We're out of here.
Peace.